to be on celebrating independent film at this time?
Hugely important, I think. Massively important. You know, and not just because of the obvious shenanigans going on just outside this building up the road, but because of the fact that we've always had an awful lot to be proud of in our export and our homegrown talent when it comes to film, and the abolition of the UK Film Council is an utter travesty because you don't get any return for your money that's as good a bet as you do with investing in film. You have in that something which reaps 100%, 200%, 400%. I mean, you look at the figures for the Film Council, what was invested compared to the net profit at the end, and it's staggering. Staggering to think that people don't think that's a good way to spend money. Public money, it should be. You know, it was a fantastic thing, and yeah, they say the money's still there, but you have to hunt around for it. And as we all know, you do that for long enough, and people get bored, and the project goes cold, and it doesn't get made. So, to be here tonight, films, a lot of which struggled to get finance, including Tinker Tailor. You know, Canal Plus came on board, Studio Canal, I should say, actually that wing of it. They were the only ones that believed people would want to watch this film. Can you believe after it, the success it's had? So you have to really hawk your wares, even with the kind of quality that we had on the table. And it may be an independent film awards this, and maybe people might go, oh well, you know, Tinker Tailor's hardly an independent film, it's working title. It is an independent film because of the struggle to finance it. It wasn't made for very much money, and it's doing fantastically well. And we have across the board writers, designers, actors, directors, and producers and editors. I mean, an amazing body of technicians and artists and musicians who are at the forefront of this industry and are global players. So this may be the beginning of some of those stories here tonight, and irrespective of who gets the awards, the people who have been nominated should be recognised because they are our industry.
And you're also working on The Hobbit, which is another project that's
Not yet,
been
no,
difficult.
I'm working on...
Will you be
I
going?
was working on Monday, I'm working in January.
Will you be going to New Zealand to record? How are you looking forward to
Very
it?
much, yeah, I can't wait.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you very much.
That's a pleasure.
I
got champagne.
You were in Tinker Tailor, so this is like the first of the many recognitions.
Oh, you're very sweet, thank you. Well, to be honest, it's very nice to be recognised, but it's nice to get a job like that, and then it's nice to see that it's turned out all right. So this is just ridiculously nice. Not necessary, but lovely.
Did you have to sort of watch how you played with Gary? Because obviously everything revolves around the old man, and it's important that the relationship is...
What do you mean, did I have to watch how I played my
Because
Gary?
who was Smiley?
Gary Oldman.
Yeah, so did you have to watch how you bounced off it?
Did I have to... I don't understand what you mean by
All
watch.
your scenes are actually working for him, aren't they?
Yes.
So I just wondered, the relationship between the two men, was that really important for you as an actor?
Yes, but watch implies there's some sort of trepidation. I fell into it with open arms, and he did too. He was extraordinarily cooperative, and we worked together as two people who trained in the theatre, and he's a fantastic character actor, and while we may have different backgrounds in our family history, we get on incredibly well, and we're kind of birds of a feather in a weird way. We work in the same way. We don't stomp around set being in character in the way that character actors are supposed to. We do our work and then we have fun. And it was a joy to watch him. I mean, he's a true legend, and someone you can learn a hell of a lot from as a beginner in that world.
In what way what did you learn?
Dependent on requirement, but watching this film, watching somebody do so little and yet convey so much, it's a masterclass in the subtleties of film acting, what really good film acting is about. But mind you, Smiley is that character. He is someone who lets the temperature of the room adjust to him, and it's not about pyrotechnics and exterior show and transformation that we usually see him sort of take on as an actor, Gary. But it's just, it's infinitely subtle, beautifully honed, incredibly detailed work. So, from that point of view, it's a joy. It's just a joy. And we had a friendship, and it was important to get on. We met up a couple of times at the beginning of the project. He was really nervous. He hasn't been asked to play a role this big or like this for a while, and we got each other through those nerves. It was great.
You mentioned theatre, so are you ready for Broadway? Are you all toned and fit?
Broadway? What's happening on Broadway?
Taking Frankenstein to Broadway.
Am I? That's news to me. He's always got the scoop.
Yes, you are. You and Johnny are going to Broadway.
Are we?
Yes, you are.
That's the first I've heard of it.
Danny said you're going to Broadway.
No, I'm not sure about that, but we'll see. Danny's got a little matter of a party up the road to organise, hasn't he? So he'll be quite busy next year, but we'll see.
Benedict,
We'll see.
you were
I'd love to do it.
nominated tonight for